So I have to hit the go live button now. Is that what it is? Okay, so hey chat, how's it going? I figured out what the issue was. You're gonna like this, I think. So now when I hit OBS, I have to go into the YouTube dashboard and hit live. That is the sound of an echo. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Midnight Show. It is February, living in the past as usual. May 26th, 2020. Welcome, everybody. I have the show going. Let's see. Yeah, we're alive now. So yes, I believe that it's as simple as that. Now YouTube has implemented a new feature, so they could have told me, but they did not. So, well, I guess technically something popped up. All right. Now that we're kicking, now that we're going, I have a new setup. I'm using vanilla OBS, so things will look a little bit different. I believe I have chat fixed. Now, yesterday I didn't show up. I had planned to do a live stream, but I spent my time instead rebuilding the, whatever you want to call it, the stream overlay, the background. So it should run a little bit better. Let me make sure everything's on the up and up. I just got that feeling. Okay, now I can hear myself, so we are good. Real quick, we had a $10 super chat from Going In Dry. Going In Dry, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it very much. And now to get into the intro, and I will be back in a few minutes. Is there no sound? I hear some people saying there's no sound. It's coming through fine on my end. I guess it's da 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 da. No sound, huh? Boomer, yeah. Well, that is disappointing. Okay, so I'm not even going to bother playing the other one at this moment in time. We will instead opt out, and we'll switch over to the other overlay. We'll hit on that music. We'll turn on those earbuds, and we'll turn on chatbot. Let's see. There we go. There we go. All right. It wouldn't be the Midnight Show without a few hookups. Or hiccups. I want to catch up on Fuentes, where he's streaming now since Susan kicked him. I don't know. I've only seen a little bit of D-Live stuff. Alright, and as you can see, there are some audio visualizers there on screen. I have to say it looks rather slick. So, stream audio. Yeah, so from right to from left to right rather. So the furthest left is the stream audio. That would be like videos we might watch. Then my audio. The People soundboard has its own audio visualizer, and then of course the background music. Sunsets. So sounds good now, by the way. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, and the whole setup's different. I've pulled back some wrenches and given back more of others, so it's really nothing personal. As most of you know, we just kind of hand them out, do all sorts of stuff. We take them back, The audio's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend that you use an audio stream bit rate of 128 kilobytes per second. Okay, so maybe that's why the audio is messed up. I'm going to go back and fix that real quick. So I feel like it would help with things. Just let's test it out real quick before I go ahead and terminate.
How dare you!
And restart. I'm going to play a clip. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio. That's a mob of angry mask-wearing people throwing people out of the grocery store. But yeah, let me know in chat. Do you guys hear it? Is everything coming along okay? I could probably check, but it'd be just easier to ask you guys. Anyway, how is everybody here? I hope you're all doing okay. Can I turn the soundboard up? I can do that. See, I set it up so the soundboard has its own audio channel, so I can mute it when I feel like I need to. Say people get a little bit feverish about posting a certain clip. How's Noodle? She's doing good. She is sleeping right now. She just got dinner. I just had dinner too, so I'm feeling pretty good. Playing some deep rock. I don't know what that is, but black screen, no audio. Let me see if I'm having that issue on my end if I click on a different thing. No, it seems to be fine. Let me see if I'm having that issue. Yeah. So I can see the screen. Maybe hit F5. So we'll spend a few minutes just making sure everything's coming along nicely, and we'll proceed with a few news articles I saw. Just random things. If you guys have seen, what have you guys been doing? No video, no audio. Black screen with audio. They keep telling me OBS is easy. Easy to learn, difficult to master. Following the drama. Yeah. Holy shit. Holy shit. In the same breath, these people are awful because they're going after my girlfriend. Also, hey, isn't your boyfriend's name Ben? Is he coming after me? Is he doing this deep op because he hates my show secretly? Holy fuck, man. I haven't seen a more deluded, paranoid individual like him since the fucking pill stream. Which, by the way, I'm looking forward to whatever iteration it's going to come to when it's Dick Masterson. Are we going to get the pill stream with the fucking... Gonna inflate his balls with more saline? I don't even know what kind of joke I can make at this point. Ethan Ralph 1 doesn't work. It should. I touched up the audio. Let's see. Here's. I can't really do that. I'm using my headphones as the external audio channel. Oh man, we're about to get meta in here, chat. You cool? You guys down? You ready to go into hell together with me? All right, let's dive in. Let's see what we got. And if I click on a different thing, no, it seems to be fine. I can even hear the, yeah, that's me. So I can see the screen. Maybe hit F5. Oh yeah, it seems on the up and up. Okay, so with that, let me know if there are any more issues, because, like I said, this is a fresh setup. I'm using even a fresh program. So, as you can see, well, not yet, you can't see it, but as you can see here, these individuals took their civil duty to harass and force out of the grocery store people who weren't abiding by social norms. There you have it, chat. There you have it.
How dare you!
Somebody said to bring the audio up. I do have it on my phone, and I just listened to it on my end. It sounds fine. Imagine Star Trek music playing with the title being Pillstream 2 The Final OD. Let's see. DMT, The Final Frontier. These are the voyages of Dick Masterson's podcast show, with his continuing message to get... I'm sorry. I fucked up because I was... With his continuing mission to explore strange new broads, to seek out new life and new sloppy seconds, to boldly go where you and I would never ever go before. I don't know, I fucked that up. My black screen is needing an image or something. So yeah, the drive-in screen is blank right now, but let's see. There you go. It should have something up there now. If I bring something up on YouTube, I also have a separate crop ready. Your audio is good, the soundboard audio is good, but no audio for the screen. So my headset audio isn't coming through, like the stream audio. Maybe this workaround of having the chatbot set up through a separate audio channel maybe it's not going to be as clever as I had hoped it would be. Alright, here's what we'll do, folks. Here's what we'll do. Can you hear it now?
Get out!
Yeah, grown ass woman that acts like a dirty ass kid.
Just, you know, getting people to freak out at the grocery store. Nothing to see here. You got sound but no video. Yes, I didn't bother to put up the video because, you know, do you really need to see the same clip again with people at Walmart getting frustrated? So apparently I only have the other audio channel. The People Soundboard does not have its exclusive audio channel. I'm going to have to get something. Maybe I'll look onto eBay, see if I can find something for cheap. But it's People Soundboard now. It's just stream audio.
Disgusting.
Rip hopes and dreams. There we go. Alright, now, well, I guess we're set now. We're set now. Okay. Oh, they were freaking out because people weren't wearing masks. Harassing people out of the grocery store because they weren't wearing masks. Well, I hope these people realize that masks aren't free. This, you know, this disproportionately affects the African American community who don't have easy access to masks. And really what we're seeing here is another display of Islamophobia and homophobia and racism, in that order specifically. But yeah, we live in a society, chat. There's no other way of putting it. We live in a society. They sound like NPCs repeating the same old angry dialogue. Yes, yeah. They're fucking drones now. Welcome, folks. We finally have the definitive line in the sand. People wearing their NPC, what's the proper word here? Instead of wearing a blue rag hanging out of their back pocket, now they're wearing masks on their fucking face, looking like absolute white trash dipshits, every last one of them. Anyway, yeah, it's surreal, really. Okay, so let's get right into the news. Holy shit! I don't even know. Just here's my question to you, chat. Because I've been watching a certain trash fire from afar, just making some marshmallows, making some s'mores, having a grand old fucking time. But I wanted it just on an aside. This woman right here, is this a whale? I'm gonna give you guys time. Press a 1 in chat if you think this chick's a whale, and press a 2 in chat if you're wondering why the fuck I would white knight for this dumb broad. Here, let me tell you. So Dick Masterson, still angry about the internet, is pissed off at this chick for not running to her boyfriend and asking if he's a member of Kiwi Farms, if he's a certain user on Kiwi Farms. And after she said, I basically want nothing to do with this stupid shit, basically verbatim, I think she said something to that effect. He freaked the fuck out again. It's weird. It's like Ethan Ralph's running his fucking Twitter, man. It's something else. And he goes, this is a stupid fucking whale. Can you imagine that this chick that does not look like Jim Carrey? Can you fucking imagine this? Imagine a woman that doesn't have a chin like Jay Leno. Imagine. Fucking I can't. Right? But he calls this woman a whale, and I'm looking at this chick, and I go, man, if this chick's a whale, call me Moby Dick, right? I'm willing to head in with all I've got. I'll have a first mate, a swashbuckler. I'll have a few things. Who's never wanted a swashbuckler? Not a whale. I'm kind of with you on this, man. I'm all for calling a spade a spade. If the chick's a little thick, I don't even think she's a little thick. This chick's fucking hotter than both the two chicks' dick was banging combined. Even if you gave her jawline back to Dick Masterson. See, it's Ethan Ralph has the gunt, but Dick Masterson's got the chin. I just had to bring that up. What a whale? Really? I mean, dude, him and I both live in the same state, despite different parts of it. And I'll tell you, there are some whales here. That ain't one of them. If you guys are saying she's too fat and pass, send your thick broads this way. She doesn't even have to fuck Maddox first. I don't have a fetish for that, unlike Dick. Bazing. Ayo, that's where I should have had the canned laughter. By the way, I am absolutely adding that. I forgot until just now. How I have the laugh tracks for and by the way, only the streamer can play it. That's the only audio clip that only I have access to, is people laughing for me. Only I get to choose when people laugh for me, okay? If we're going to discuss who's running their YouTube channel like a mob boss, okay, that's how I don't even want my supposed underlings to laugh at my jokes or laugh at what they think my jokes are. I just want to, when I want to be funny, I'll hit that button. But aside from the canned laughter, I gotta have Dick Masterson desperately trying to laugh on his show the other day. That is going on the soundboard. The forced laughter. Holy shit. It's been a fun ride. I mean, how do you turn something like that down? How do I look at that, chat? No, in all good consciousness. How do I look at this and go, well, Sargon's suit wasn't fucking funny, okay? Stop making fun of his suit. Stop rolling up in here going, well, I just don't see why it's so funny that he has a suit. They're just memeing about his suit. They're trying to make it an issue that he has a suit. It wasn't the thing then. That wasn't what was funny about Sargon's suit then, and that's not what's funny about the simp text now. It's not the whole Dick Masterson's a simp thing. It's the reaction from the fallout that has been far more entertaining than the fall back baby and I'll catch you. I mean, who gives a shit about that? Like I said though then, and I'll say it again now. I'm pushing that in the back of my fucking Rolodex, and I'm using that one of these days. Fall back, baby, and I'll catch you. Man, does that hacky shit really work? It's gotta. At least if the chick is popping like 4 Xanax and a couple Adderall every day. then you're set. Alright, so I'm just going to catch up with chat. I've just been kind of rambling for a second. It's been fucking crazy, man. I've never seen somebody's entire Kiwi Farms like account get scrubbed. Not where the posts are gone now, and the only traces of them are people quoting it. So that was weird. Then, in regards to all this, and I do have news stories. It's funny. I just got roped into it. You guys were twisting my arm. Not really. I just had to catch Null on Dick Masterson's show with Ethan Ralph calling him a pedophile. I had to catch that. How brilliant. Isn't it weird, chat? Ask yourself this. It seems a common pattern that we see from over on that side on the internet. Well, where they'll be friends with somebody, they'll do streams together, they'll make joke, be kind of a enemy of my enemy is my friend type of mentality. They'll buddy up with them more or less. And then 2 weeks later, or at least conveniently, when they seem to slight in the slightest way, people in the this horseshit wannabe mafia, it's really just like Sargon Suit all over again. It's so crazy. The capos and everything, except I think these people fashion themselves as an actual wannabe mafia. They'll perceive that just the slightest bit of a slight, and all of a sudden it's like, well, this guy, I know all of his dirt. He's a horrible person, and also he's a pedophile.
Please.
How many?
Please.
Well, so you were fine as long as he didn't insult you, as long as he didn't joke about the gunt. You're fine with hanging out with a pedophile. It's funny, and that's an ongoing thing. It's not only happened just once. You buddy up with somebody, you just get a hair in your ass and go, I found out that this guy was a pedophile just yesterday, despite you obviously having that information, longer than just your opportunity to throw it in their fucking face. It was just, I've never seen or heard a man approaching his 40s trying so hard to laugh. It's kind of, the whole thing's been bewildering. It's been bewildering. No, it really was just a bizarre stream. Just came out right out of the gate like that. And, you remember how concerned Dick was when PPP uttered the gamer word, right? Way over the line. But then, when it's his show, and I know it was behind a paywall, they don't probably have to worry about things all that much, but on the ethical side of things, hypothetically speaking, if that's really what he was concerned about, he has an associate of his, an employee, excuse me, an employee, because let us not forget that this was Josh and Ralph getting called into the boss's fucking office. Josh, Ralph, get your asses in my office right now, right? He gets in there, and Ralph immediately folds his arms, like, yo, I heard you're a pedophile. And then, Dick, being the employer, just sitting there laughing, slapping his knee. Not even well, let's go through the Blockland texts or leaks or whatever. None of that. Just him laughing, trying to make it seem as though this thing's hilarious, but it wasn't really funny. It wasn't. If it was an honest confrontation on an allegation like that, it'd be one thing. But it was a man's petty slinging of shit and a person who, they believe in internet friends, supposedly. And there they were just telling Josh, you didn't fucking clean it up enough. You need to get your ass in aisle 15 and start sweeping up the mess I made. Drunk and on Xanax, cry fucking every bitch I could find.
What is your opinion on Null ATM?
It's just fucking surreal. Just fucking surreal. I had a few super chats. Navy Blue Eyes with $4, or Navy Blue Eyes with $5. Did you see the Chris Raygun licking Vouch starfish? Please watch and review. Not even at gunpoint, sir. But thank you for the $5. And going in dry with $10. I've been completely DSP oriented since the bankruptcy. I missed everything. What is your opinion on Null at the moment? I've always believed his acts are on the up and up, and I also respect your opinion. So, if I'm being 100% honest with you, well, I'm I'm always genuine with you, Chad. I mean, I might, for the sake of comedic effect, try to play things up, and it's difficult to tell when I'm kidding, but if I just drop the act and be sincere right now, I don't think, and of course I'm throwing stones in glass houses here, I don't think Josh is all that different from most people, but he's a bit of a strange guy. That being said, I think a lot of people said some really fucking edgy shit when they were kids. I'm not all about raking somebody over the coals for something I barely understand or have seen a little bit of, even if I've seen it and it's bad, you know, it looks bad. But if I hold him to the same standard I hold somebody like Zoom to or Ralph, I think in most cases Noel has given out good advice. He seemed to mean well. Does that mean there's not a fucked up side of him? I'm sure there is. There is in all of us. I don't agree with some of the things he's done. The fuckery with moving like Dick's thread around, it made it difficult to try to keep track of the story, and because of the moving everything around, it made me more interested. And then you had the locking of this conspiracy thread. I thought that sucked and was irritating. But that having been said, I kind of like Noel. There are a few things about him I could go into, but it would be unnecessarily splitting hairs, and I think unnecessarily dishing out shade that's not necessary. But from what I've seen of the guy, I kind of agree with you. He seems mostly decent. Now, compared to most of the people on this side of the internet that I have come to know, he's far from the worst. So my take on him is he's basically the other side of Zoom, right? If one person was a personification of, let's say, certain image boards, let's say that Zoom is the IBS cyclical thread personified, and then Josh himself is kind of Kiwi Farms personified. So that's kind of how I see it, but yeah. Thank you again for the super chats, dudes. Much appreciated. What's with the info on Rand getting divorced? Oh, dude, I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the case. Last time I talked to him, his wife brought him, we were on stream, he called in, and his wife brought him dinner. It was very wholesome. Anyway, whatever's going on, I hope they're doing okay. At the end of the day, this is all supposed to be for shits and giggles, right? If somebody gets worked up on stream, I like to think that they walk away and whistle. Like, what's that episode of The Office where Dwight... fuck. Okay, it's Timothy Olyphant, and he was an ex-boyfriend of Pam's, and Dwight was just a huge asshole to him the whole day, and then right when it hits 5 o'clock, he goes, "Oh, all right, I'm out." "Oh, what? Just like that, Dwight?" "Oh, yes, I don't carry this animosity with me." Goes to shake his hand, he goes, "You have a lovely day, sir." Walks out of it. Just one of my favorite scenes from The Office. But that's how it kind of reminds me. Once we're done with whatever stream you're doing, you're supposed to just put things down and call it a night. Anyway, what's The Office? That's bait, sir. That is absolute bait. If you do live in as much of a... what's the word I should put in there? If you're as sheltered as you would have to be to not know what The Office is, you stay right where you're at, sir. I envy you. Timothy Olyphant is Boba Fett in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. That's pretty sweet. I like him. He's pretty sweet. Justified was badass. At least the first few seasons, anyway. I know what The Office is, but I never watched the show. While my brother has watched it like 5 or 6 times, seen it on, or 5 is on the 6th watch. Yeah, it's one of those shows that gets better with each watch. It's great for background noise because a lot of the humor is subtle. This is why I think television that does not have a laugh track ages so much better. Our Office was better than yours, to be honest. It was okay. I liked The Office before it was aware that it was popular. Right when they decided to go in a different direction in the US, I think it went down in quality. The IT Crowd's pretty good. I still haven't seen that, but I do want to see it because Matt Berry's in it. He's funny as hell. Busy watching Adventures in Moomin Valley. Never heard of it. All right, let's get into some of this shit. It was nice chatting for a second on that. On that note, I did have this tweet prepared here. You guys might agree with the sentiment. Dick, please tweet out the N-word so you get banned off Twitter and put this to a peaceful rest. That's what Noel had to say about Dick. Come on, man. Just put the computer down. Drop the wine. Stop asking to see the manager. Did you guys hear about this, by the way? You know how he was calling it Karen Farms? He didn't even come up with it. I forgot to bring it up on the bingo stream. He apparently stole it from a tranny that left it in the comment section of one of his things, and then immediately afterward had tweeted out Karen Farms, and then they replied to that going, "Really, dude?" And then a link to the tweet. Oh, funny shit. You can't... This is stuff, right? This is why this is funny humor, because no one would ever write this shit. No one ever wrote this down to paper thinking it was going to be funny. This is just the chaos of the human condition. That's what makes internet blood sports and this side of the internet so amusing. He stole a bad joke from a tranny. Yeah, he did. He did. I don't even know that there's a way to deliver that joke and make people laugh. It's just... I don't know how to explain it, but it's... This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it, Chief. Oh, man. Handmaid's Tale. I have no idea. To be completely honest with you, Chad, I've been so consumed with this internet drama trash fire that I've let my interest in politics take a back seat. A Karen calling somebody a Karen. That does seem to be the case. Projection. Oh, come on. Did I lose all my archive links? Not all of them. Not all of them. I prefer to use archive links when looking at news on live stream, mostly because you don't get all those troublesome fucking ads that crash the browser. I should watch IT Crowd and play Final Fight LNS Ultimate. I downloaded Final Fight LNS Ultimate yesterday, or earlier today. It was earlier today. So, yeah. I'm halfway there. I did watch all of Snuffbox. I think it was all of Snuffbox. Maybe all but one episode. Great show. Well, it's hit and miss. Some of it's very what the fuck, but the music's top notch. I love the one where they're on the bench and he's like, fuck, shit, horse piss. Yeah, it's so good. Who knew it would get this crazy? Yeah, jackpot, fire, corn, harvest. Alright, you know something? Here's what we'll do. We'll bring up the clip, we'll listen to that, but let's get into some of this fucking current event shit so I can feel like I did something not related to that type of stuff. Which, by the way, I don't think I have Streamlabs checked. Hold on a second. Yeah, one step too far with $5 through Streamlabs. Just a PSA regarding any sand found in the deepest crevices of one's beef curtains. Oh. That's a risky link. That's a risky link. I don't know. Maybe we'll check it out. But thank you anyway. Regardless. Netflix is fire right now. Here's a trailer for Charlize Theron's new movie. She can't move her face again. Or she can move her face again. That's... I don't know. I'm pressing X to doubt, honestly. I've seen her face. And with that, let me make sure the hotkey works. There we go. We are good. For some reason, it combines both crops together. There we go. A BP worker wins after Hitler meme case goes all the way to the federal court. You know, I guess we have irony, optics, and Catboys to thank for this. Well done. A BP refinery worker sacked for mocking the company's approach to bargaining over pay through a popular Hitler meme has had a decisive win after the company took the case all the way to the full bench of the federal court. Scott Tracy, who worked at a BP oil refinery near Perth, was fired in January 2019 after he posted a video to an employee Facebook group using a popular meme format where humorous subtitles are overlaid on footage of Hitler screaming in his bunker in the 2004 film Downfall. And that reminds me, by the way, Chad, I had an idea for one of those short videos I do. You take Mama JF and you just add subtitles. You could put anything you want there because no one can understand her anyway. Anyway, BP fired him on the basis that he had, quote, distributed material which is highly offensive and inappropriate, and defended Mr. Tracy's initial unfair dismissal claim when the Fair Work Commission found the video was, quote, inappropriate and offensive and likened the bosses to Nazis. Mr. Tracy won his job back on appeal, with the full bench of the commission finding that the video was clearly satirical and no reasonable person would see it as making a point about BP executives acting like Nazis. But that is the point he was making. So, good on him. When you have Hitler screaming about something and you post it, the joke is that, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But in either case, he won. He won. Well done, buddy. Next, we have this story here. Recent spike in crime linked to released inmates. Alameda County officials say. Just dwell on that for a second, Chad. Can you believe? I mean, we live in a society where when you let people out of prison, they commit more crimes. The fuck is this? What kind of fucking Dr. Seuss world do we live in now? Is people committing crimes because they got off scot-free. Absolute shame, folks. Absolute shame. And this has been happening everywhere, too. Here in California, there was a guy who, after getting released from prison, he was arrested, I think, 6 times before, on the 7th time, he had stabbed a transient in the neck. I know, it's really quite something. In Alameda County, California, zero bail is a fail when it comes to public safety. This is the opinion of officials in one Bay Area detention facility. We're catching people with guns with stolen vehicles and we're turning them around and releasing them out the door hours later, and they're doing it again. At least in Alameda County, we're seeing a lot of car thefts. We're up to 3, 4, 5 vehicle pursuits a day just in the sheriff's office jurisdiction. Burglaries and thefts are through the roof. Since we have been dealing with the pandemic, we have been keeping track of reoffenses. We've had over 50 people rearrested. We have one individual leading the pack, probably national, with 7 rearrests. That distinction, and that's the man I was just referring to. Yes, this distinction belongs to Mr. Wazin Abu Wadi, a European man that was seen saying, "I hate black people," as he was getting arrested every single time. Oh wait, it doesn't sound like him. Well, I haven't seen a picture of him yet, Chad. The facts aren't in. Don't jump to conclusions. Mr. Wasim Abu Hawadi is very clearly another hateful right-wing bigot, obviously. So don't come to me with your Hitler Trump. I'm riding with Biden. I'm riding with Biden. Speaking of which, you guys see him talk. Well, he was talking to Charlemagne the God, but thankfully Charlemagne the God was sitting on a couple of phone books, so he was able to appear like a real man. But he was talking with Joe Biden on a podcast or something, and Joe said, "Well, you're not black if you don't vote for Joe Biden." You know, when you're rolling through the hood and you're 6'4", you typically don't hear people talking about politics unless they're getting a fucking government, the stimulus check. Then they were talking about it. But when you're, jacking the bitches, smacking the hoes, you're typically not talking about, I really think Joe Biden can help me and my ability to provide for myself and my family. It's typically not something that comes across anyway. Yeah, no shit. Here, I just hear the non-stop sirens round the clock. What a time. What a time to be alive. Let's see. Just checking up on chat here. California of all places. Well, you can't win all of them. You ain't fat. You ain't nothing. Skepticism. Just think to yourself, chat. How much further could we have gotten if we just got all of ourselves suits and moved into a 3-bedroom mansion in a fucking crack neighborhood? Not only would we be sitting there with a suit in a mansion, but we would be able to attract a woman that is, I don't know, smoking. I've been waiting to make that punchline. I was eager for like the last 10 minutes. All right. That's really low-hanging fruit, though. That's really low-hanging fruit. What kind of person would I be? Alright, we got our next story here. A man is facing a $7,300 fine for wrestling a bear at a Polish zoo and breaking COVID-19 rules by not wearing a face mask. More importantly, exposing everybody to his virus because he hates old people, obviously. Let's go ahead and give this one a look. A man is being fined between $1,200 and $7,300, so up to $7,300 for jumping into a bear enclosure at Warsaw Zoo and wrestling with a bear. He was not only arrested and charged with animal cruelty, but also not wearing a face mask. The 23-year-old man is thought to have been drunk at the time. You don't say. Reports say, if you look into the court documents, the police report, he said he wasn't even that drunk, so I'm going to need to find his lawyer debating that. Sir, he was well under the legal limit. I got to say, this isn't something... When somebody wrestles a bear drunk, this isn't exactly what I thought they meant, but I think it's the best optimal outcome. A man has been fined for animal blah, 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 blah. Oh, there's a video. Chat, there's a video. What am I doing? Didn't even have the video ready. I gotta open up the actual article. Hell yeah, bro. Do it. Suplex. Well, I mean, if you're gonna wrestle the bear, wrestle the bear. Oh, that looks like a kid, though. That's not a full-size bear. No, that's a full-size bear. Suplex it, bro. Lift it. Go in there like the Ultimate Warrior. Dude, the bear doesn't even look like he wants to hunt him yet. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to play.
Are you aware of that? Just how powerful I am.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. the bear went swimming with him. That's kind of... Yeah, I didn't see him strike it at all. Like, he didn't strike it. It looked like they just hugged. It looked like a boxing match. So I can't say that I really frown upon that, except, of course, exposing himself to danger, obviously. Yeah, he wasn't hurting anybody. And then the bear jumped in there and wanted to play. He's like, yeah, get somebody to swim with. That's, no joke, the best possible scenario. The bear didn't hurt him and maul him to death. He didn't hurt the bear. It's kind of wholesome in a way. But he wasn't wearing a mask, chat, so we gotta throw the fucking book at him. Why did I delete a video? My comment on the Twitter video, I said Nick Fuentes wanted this. Are you a catboy now? No, I didn't delete it. Shit. I probably would have retweeted it if I saw it. No, people have been saying I've been deleting shit. I don't bother. I like having the back and forth. So, no, I wouldn't bother doing that, but I know YouTube and Twitter have both been doing all sorts of shady shit. Sometimes they won't even put the damn stream in people's sub feeds. So, no, it must be Twitter fucking around. I didn't delete it. Plus, I don't think I can delete people's Twitter or Twitter posts. Why do I stream right before you go to sleep? Just the established time slot. I almost went live around 6. About 6 hours ago, but I didn't really have anything besides the Ralph versus Josh Blood Sports to watch. Oh, well, you know, I have a few things. I've been selling shit on eBay. That's how I've basically been making do. I haven't sold it yet, but I'm just about to. Apparently, Nintendo Switches are going for a really good price right now, and I never play it. It was something I got with my ex, so I kind of don't want it anyway. How is that? The Ralph versus Josh? We can watch that here in a minute, actually. I do have it pulled up. It turned out just as well as anyone would expect. Let's see. Yeah, no, a lot of sales are up in a lot of places. Like a lot of these corporations anyway, Amazon, Walmart, Target, their sales are through the roof right now.
We must secure the existence of
Alright.
our people and a future for white children.
Man Russell's bear. Man Russell's bear, and it's just at a zoo. Thank God. Dick and Ralph shout match for the Kino. We can probably play that. Now that I'm using a different OBS, I can't get VLC to pop up at all, not even as a display capture. So we're just kind of left with what we've got. Yeah, no, that's exactly the point I made earlier, Blue Shoe. If Ralph cared so much about Josh's Blockland post and really thought he was a pedo, then why'd he keep him around? It's the same thing with Zoom. They don't believe any of the stuff. You know, it's not true until they want the person not around anymore. Until they want it to be true. And then, oh, well, you know, there are these things that I saw about you a year ago about you. Yeah, I guess I gotta believe him now that you're not kissing my ass. Disgraceful. Lofi, I just got your email after the stream had started. I was building this last night, otherwise I would have been live last night, but that's how she goes. Please play the opening video. Oh yeah, that is correct. That will be a good way to transition, I think. So we'll take a look at this last article I had up. and we'll move on. California designed firm working on protective gear for concerts and clubbing. I think we got to watch the video on this because it's people wearing fucking bags over their heads, man. It's great. This isn't even just a signifier of being an automaton. This is a giant beam flying from the sky to showcase to the entire world how much of an absolute idiot you are.
I said it's not even hot outside.
Here we go.
Tight helmet, filtration systems.
We're all
LED
Bubble Boy
lighting
now.
accents.
For
bringing people together safely.
But could this be the near future for big events like concerts or even clubbing?
Takes your safety and your security in terms of being close to airborne particles or viruses to the next level.
Miguel Risueño, who goes by Mike 808, is the head of inventions for Production Club. It's a creative studio that designs stages and experiences for clients in gaming, technology, and music.
How we can bring events back, how we can bring socialization back, how can we help the industry to not die.
He says the brainstorming started after seeing beaches full of spring breakers.
This is a little screwed, but still we need to find a solution for it. Because people are still going out and still are going to party and they are still skipping the social distance measures.
The suit includes N95 filters and snap-in canisters for drinking and vaping.
It's just
Nice.
a way in which you don't need to remove the helmet.
Vaping
because if you remove
and
the
breathing.
helmet or the shield, now you're compromised.
As big venues
How about
try
that?
and figure out what concerts will look like moving forward, Mike 808 says selling less tickets to allow for more distance between people could mean that only an elite crowd could afford to go.
With our solution, we are trying
Just
to
everyone wearing
make
little bubbles.
space available for everyone.
He would not disclose
Holy
which
shit.
venues he's talking to, but said the idea is that you
We
would
must
rent.
secure the existence of our people and a future for white children.
Jordan Peterson, please. Everyone looks like they're wearing Mass Effect cosplay.
He's talking to,
Look at that.
but said the idea is that you would rent the suit from the venue.
We need
You
to
would
make
rent
sure
the suit from the venue. Yeah, that doesn't that sound hygienic? You know,
We're so sure that corporations are going to wash
those are going to be meticulously maintained. Holy fuck, man.
Oh, not to mention a nominal fee on
I said it's not even hot outside.
It's not even hot outside. Yeah, you can bet your ass they're going to nickel and dime you for that suit.
Get fucked! Get fucked!
Well, I guess I don't need a Men's Warehouse suit now. Now I need a fucking bubble suit. Oh. The state. The absolute state.
How dare you?
The absolute state.
Get fucked! Get fucked!
I still love that JF clip. That is him not being mad, by the way. He's not mad in the slightest.
Just how powerful I am.
Alright.
Jew? No.
No woo.
No, no woo. No,
No woo.
No Jews.
Jew!
No, Jews. Forget Jews. Forget Jews.
No Jew!
Forget Jews.
No Swidgen! No San Francisco cocksucker! No Jew!
I disavow.
Said I'm
No,
motivated.
hold on, you
only
little
by
bitch. You
emotion.
don't get to say this shit to me.
I
You don't
actually-
get to say this to me.
I do. I watch me. Watch me.
Okay, will you agree to step into a ring with me?
No, I don't. I don't
You're
want
a
to.
fucking bitch.
Okay.
Right up, Amy. What do you say about Amy, Carrington? He's fucking dead.
Ben, it's great to see you. Why did you give a 45-minute speech about me at Stanford?
Disgusting.
Well, who would have known? It figures. Now, I don't quite have the transition perfectly in there for how it goes into Ironic by Alanis Morissette, but it just has to end with Ironic. My face when the Catboy comes out, you know? Just look at his face. Look at his face. Oh. Let's not. I don't know. I've heard that's not gay, and that is actually based in Red Pill.
Cocksucker!
No, to those who don't know, that is the trailer for the documentary I'm making. I've just really scratched the surface, so there's a lot of Catboy involvement in that side of the internet. You guys wouldn't believe me, but he's everywhere. That Catboy guy is just all over the place. Turn that music back on. Look for an acoustic version of Ironic. The piano one I like, but yeah, I'll try to see if I can find one with an acoustic guitar that isn't Alanis Morissette, because there is an acoustic version that she does, and it's really good. But that will get copyright claimed like nobody's business. Even that one does, and it wasn't even made by Alanis Morissette. I've had streams copyright claimed.
Killing me with this.
Too loud. Okay, my mistake. I had turned it down because I thought it was too low. They seem to both be fans of that, that's for sure.
God damn, fucking call you an Uber. How about that?
Call you an Uber. How about that?
We must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children.
Okay, so we watched that.
What is going on?
I also have a video of Joe Biden trying to take his wife to the car door, and he takes her to the very back because he's fucking brain dead. We could watch that as well. I mean, if we wanted to watch instances of Joe Biden showing that he is completely brain dead, we would be here all night. But that is out there.
Start the text message thing, and then we had a couple weeks of autism with Frodwinson and Ashley there.
Let's see. I don't know if you know, but Porcelain ran gay ops on merch on Kiwi Farms. Still like his videos a lot, though. I saw a little bit of that. What was it? Gay Man 49 or some shit like that. Yeah, that was right around when he left the internet, I think. Like, completely. Yeah, I have no idea what was going on with all of that, but I heard about it. I've seen a little bit of it, but I haven't seen enough to make a real valid conclusion. What's the not true command? I think it's ER3 or exclamation point ER3.
I mean, I guess he thought he was in the clear, you know what I mean?
There are so many words.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to avow either side because I don't really watch Mersh all that often, but he seems alright. At the same time, you know how things go on the internet. You meet some guy, he seems alright, and the next thing you know, he's screaming at some woman on Twitter because he thinks her boyfriend might be a user on Kiwi Farms. So you never know. One day, hey, this guy's pretty cool. He seems pretty laid back. He seems like a cool guy. Have a beer with maybe. Fast forward a year, and you're like, holy shit, this dude's a walking radioactive trash fire. I did not see that coming. Yes, we are riding with Biden. We absolutely are. It's ER1, but it doesn't work. There must have been something that happened. I'll try to fix it a little bit later. Is there a stay back command? Well, it's funny you should ask that, sir, because there is absolutely a stay back. We have many stay backs. There is stay back number 1. There is a stay back number 2. Stay back number 3. And stay back number 4.
Did you say that Ralph?
So yes, we've got a lot of let's just call it distance nationalism here on the channel.
I don't know why.
Oh, Mama JF command. We do need a Mama JF in here. Just as a voice line. To be clear.
But yeah, no, I made a reference to I've been.
You disabled because you got it tricked. No, I had edited the audio because not just me, right? I have the audio like aside and muted, so I can't even hear the commands right now anyway. But other people had suggested to me that it was a little off-putting, and I should probably edit out the grunt. The grunt of the gunt is it's just to the casual viewer, as funny as it is, but it might be a little off-putting to the people who come here to see what's going on. I don't necessarily want to hear Ethan Ralph grunt, sounding like he's cooming in my ear. I didn't intend for it to be such a banger, and it is funny. It is funny. I can't deny that. But no, I took out. It should just be the "it's not true" now. Now here's the thing. It might still be on the soundboard. Huh? Yeah, I just didn't tell you guys it's on there, but it's on there. You're gonna have to find it though. Dig a little bit. I gave you a little puzzle. Let's just call it busy work. It's still on the soundboard and it's still active, but you're gonna have to figure out what the command is. It shouldn't take you too long. It's not very complicated. What is playing in the background? I believe that is Sunsets Over Israel, the track. If you're not referring to that, then you must be referring to the soundboard, which I have to put on my earbuds for.
Yes.
Hey, you guys are both on the side of hate here. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about all this child molester stuff.
The audio started playing about 5 minutes ago. So we got a jump start, folks. We got a jump start. Oh. I tried to make separate window captures for different crops. I think I can figure it out, but like most things in life, it requires a lot of trial and error. Okay. Get my headphones in. Let's dig in. So to give you a little bit of context, Null and Ralph got called into the boss's office. He said, "Hey, this is your benefactor, or people fucking talking shit on the internet. Get in here pronto." So Null and Ralph go in there. Ralph immediately shakes his bottle of Xanax. Goes, "You know what, Null? I heard about a year and a half ago that you were a pedo. And, I heard that there are some embarrassing things about you involving things you overshared probably on the internet." And Null, feeling like he's cornered, is just kind of surprised that a man like Ethan Ralph would have the audacity to just call him a pedo right in front of their peers. But let's just listen to it for ourselves. You don't have to take my word for it. Let's listen to the words coming right out of the horse's mouth. How about that?
What is going on? What has united these autistic forces across 3 fronts to fight a war to... we're going all the way up to the White House.
That should be good.
All because of my cock. My cock has jump-started 1,000 spurgs. Has launched 1,000 spurgs that has...
It's definitely not the reaction from it. It's everybody's mad you're getting laid, which has been the funny way of disingenuously interpreting what people have been saying. Don't you love situations where both sides are laughing? Everybody's having such a good time, so who cares? Everybody's having such a good time. Remember, people are only mad. People like me, we are mad that he's fucking 2 solid 3s. Fuck, 2 solid 3s. That's almost, if he had another 3, and then maybe one of his fans let him fuck their girlfriends, that'd be like a 10. It's like that George Carlin bit where I never fucked a 10, but I have fucked 5 2s, and that ought to count. It's more or less the same thing. Except these aren't 2s, these are 3s we're talking about, folks. Alright? 3s.
How dare you?
Just think of where we've come. You know, we had the text messages. That seems like a year ago now. We had them come in and start the text message thing, and then we had a couple weeks of autism with Fraudwinson and Ashley there, and then it rolled right into Keemstar versus Ethan Klein, which then
Our Mexican force
bizarrely rolled into the Maddox reveal, which I did not see coming on Friday, I have to say.
Man, I felt like an asshole saying it. I just
damn,
felt like I was being
crazy.
But it is just so obvious. And it was crazy the number of people who listened to the show, The Biggest Problem, who knew it instantly. They're like, yeah, I've listened to hundreds of hours of that guy talk. I know him, pitch shifted or not.
Yep.
All he had to do was calm down. And
That was another thing I wanted to mention, right? So when this all started a few months ago, it's not true when we were talking about the whether or not he was banging what's her name? The other chick, the side chick. And then it was not true when it was Asterios and he was oversharing, and then there was a screenshot that was faked, and it was not true when it was Hula Girl and all of that. And now everyone's awkwardly fucking silent when it looks like ding 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 after being challenged, after poking the bear that is autism. Oh my god, how dare you uncover that information, you bastard. It's been something else. Too much cross audio. I should see, the thing is I had organized things to where I would have a separate audio track for the soundboard. So I might have that set up by the next stream. You know, I won't even, maybe I don't even have to do that. Hold on.
The existence of our people and a future for white children.
Maybe what I can do. How about on the fly technical support chat? How about that? See if I can find the end of this cord. You know, there might... Let me make sure I can find the proper audio channel before I start getting a little too carried away with this. Speakers... There we are. And then what we'll do is...
Hey, ladies, are you aware of that? Just how powerful I am?
Do you guys know how powerful he is? Headphones. That'd be the one. The default device, and let's see if this works now. That would be a negative. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. Alright, we'll figure it out some other way, chat. I could probably disable the stream bot, but you guys seem to really like that. So I don't really want to interfere with that too much.
Probably. Your voice a little bit.
Obvious.
Here we
it
go.
was crazy the number of people who listened to the show, The Biggest Problem, who knew it instantly. They're like, yeah, I've listened to hundreds of hours of that guy talk. I know him, pitch shifted or not.
Yep.
All he had to do was calm down and speak clearly. You know?
Can't hear it without stream bot. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll leave all the rest of the stuff going, but we'll disable the chat commands for a minute. Well, for the audio commands anyway. There we go. Just so we can get through the audio. All right.
Just throw your voice a little bit. I mean, I guess he thought he was in the clear. You know what I mean?
There are
Four
so many
little
ways
words
to avoid this.
4 little words.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Man, it's supposedly.
Yeah.
You just fuck up the same words all the time.
Yeah.
All the fucking time. If Maddox had written it out, he would have still written supposedly.
Well, you know, for all intensive purposes, Dick.
Yeah. Oh God, Josh is there. Do you want to talk to Null's there? Do you want to talk to Null?
Sure, bring him on if you want.
Ooh, this is gonna be juicy.
Null, are you there?
Hi.
Hello. Null, you
Now, see, by the way,
motherfucker.
he sounds fine. His audio sounds fine. But...
Yeah, your audio is fucked on Discord, but it's whatever. I cranked it up to 200%, so it's fine. It's whatever.
This is horrible.
That's 100 more, isn't it?
This is horrible for me.
Yeah.
Is the YouTube
dying in
audio
real
fine?
time.
Is the YouTube
I'm
audio
dying
fine?
in real time. Yeah.
They said YouTube sounds okay.
Okay.
It's the same. It's getting it from the same source.
No. What is happening? What is happening to us? What is happening to our alliance? We're being torn asunder.
Everyone's going insane because they're all cooped up. I've been practicing for my entire life, so I'm unaffected. But everyone else is horribly degraded by
I really
being
think it
left
is.
inside.
I think that's true. Did you say that Ralph was going to be sacrificed? I didn't watch the stream because for some reason I'm not getting notifications of any of your stuff anymore. I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know if that's intentional or if I'm just a retard. Both are equally plausible when it comes to YouTube. But yeah, no, I made a reference to. I've been making a reference to the South Park episode. There's that episode where Britney Spears is basically photographed to death.
Yeah.
Like she tries to blow her brains out, and they bring her back, and they keep photographing her.
Right.
And
Okay, somebody asked me a question real quick. They had super chatted me. Now with Streamlabs OBS, it would pop up right underneath the stream so I could see it. But here I have to manually go out there. So it says here, Army of the 12 Monkeys with $5. What are the odds that Nick had sex with a catboy? I'd say about 100%. I am here. I believe I have a little something for you. Might make you receipts. Maybe receipts isn't the right word, but something that gets that noggin a jogging. You know, when the noggin's a jogging, you don't really need much more. Just waiting for the folder to finish loading here. Kiwi Farms guy. Yeah, that would be the guy that runs Kiwi Farms. I don't know why it's taking so long to load this. It's this run, and yeah, I think here you guys go. Before we get into a bunch of shit flinging, let's just realize that this will get copyright claimed, so I'll talk over it. But just think about how wholesome this is. How it just inspires your soul to pursue greatness, to pursue meaning, to pursue some of the things that aren't always granted to us. We have to chase them. We have to chase them like a white nationalist chasing a catboy. Wholesome. Wholesome. Oh. Let's see if the folder finished loading so I can look for the thing. Anyway, it's a DLive message of Nick Fuentes saying, "What the fuck? How come all my catboys keep cheating on me with their girlfriends?" Proof is in the pudding, I guess. Did I not save it? I just had it on stream. We brought it up yesterday to laugh at it for a second. It's probably fake. It did have the verified check mark next to it, so I don't know. Real quick, we had $10 from Going In Dry. You're making a believer out of me as Null streams the same time every week, and Dick says, I don't know when you streaming. Oh, I had the TTS bot, but I had muted the audio. So, in any case. And Dick says, I don't know when you streaming. Yeah, he does have the same schedule every week. It's the same time. I think he means that the notifications weren't going out, which does happen. New layout, also, hey, yes, I'm using OBS Studio instead of Streamlabs OBS. So there are a few differences. I'm going to try to find a way to get the StreamBot to hook up to a different audio channel. I might have to buy a mixer for that. If nothing else, I can set it to a hotkey to mute or something. I don't know yet. Anyway. You didn't even show the DMs of Sean messaging that Discord catfish. Bro, send it to me. Absolutely send it to me. You need proof like PPP and Godwinson. They have proof unlike you. I mean, you're right. I don't have the smoking gun. I don't have visual evidence. I also don't have an essay with 500 fucking sources and more than 300 words. None of that shit. I haven't purchased my copy of Locke just yet. You'll notice a lot of parallels between what we're seeing now with the current trash fire in OBS to the skeptics and the liberalists, rather, and Sargon suits and all sorts of shit. It lines up so perfectly. Let's see. Catcher for sure. Oh yeah, no, he is. I should leave it at that. I could send you a mixer I'm not using in the studio anymore. I could be up for that. I still need to set up a PO box, but we'll see. I bet Jim doesn't even own a suit. I'm sure he doesn't, especially now. Well, he might have one of those bubble suits. He seems to be really enamored with Corona-chan, so he'll probably buy one of the bubble suits. So if you see a guy in public wearing one of those bubble suits with a fucking hat on him, you know he's the type of guy wearing the 4 out of 5 hat. He's wearing one of those hats. Post-proof or Photoshop you messaging underage furries, says unknown person. You know, when I was saying it was like 100%, I was joking. I hate to break it to you, man, but I failed to inflect my sarcasm. So I don't have a picture of any. I was making a joke, my dude. I don't have videographic proof of Fuentes banging a catboy. And if I did, if I had that evidence sent to me, you know what I would do? I would not click on it. I would not confirm. That would just be me, though. Don't be an Epsler, Wild. Give him your home address. I know. Nice. Okay, good. You know, the whole woman and feminine thing. You know, you got me. All right, let's continue on. I thought you were being sincere for a second. All right, let's go.
The joke is that they have to sacrifice her for the harvest. I'm
yeah.
like, well, if we have to sacrifice Ralph for the corn, you know, whatever, that's just gonna be it. And then he sends me this really pissy fucking DM, like, you sir will be sacrificed long before me. I'm like,
That's exactly true. By the way, first off, he makes this analogy on his show, and then he goes, "I'm not joking. This is not a joke. I'm dead serious. Ralph needs to be sacrificed so I can stop being picked on by my own board every single day, and they can stop calling me a child molester again every single day." So he's trying to turn the heat back on me. Then he goes like a woman and leaks the DMs to his Discord because that's the
very
kind of
funny.
dude he is.
This is very funny.
So you know, I mean. That's Josh for you.
Hoffman
I don't know what to say.
Very, very eloquent. Being called a child molester by my own board, so you don't have to accuse me of being a child molester, but you can throw it out there
I mean,
without
the board
eating
said
it.
that, not me,
That's,
Josh. I don't know.
I think that's what a woman does.
Your
Imagine.
your own people said that, Josh. I didn't say that. Many people are saying that, but I'm not one of them. Is
this for real?
Many fucking weirdos joining from your circles, yes, are repeating.
Is that right? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, you guys are both on the side of hate here.
I didn't know about this. I didn't know about
unite
all
in
this
hatred.
child molester stuff. There is way too much accusations of people being child. There's more accusations of people being child molesters than I think there are people in the world.
Oh, yeah,
If it was, according to the internet.
It seems to be the go-to.
Yeah.
But let me
these
ask,
days.
why did you share the DMs like a woman though? What caused you to do that?
You sent me messages. Now,
Don't you love that new thing we have in this side of the internet? Ever since Dick Masterson made a triumphant, renewed return to the IBS sphere, I guess you could say, when he started becoming a more frequent guest on the kill stream, everyone started saying, "You're acting like a woman." That's a new thing. You're acting like a woman. And then how do they act? Just like women do. We could go on and on about projection, because that's what we're seeing from that side of the internet. People freaking out about DMs being leaked, and they don't care about anything like that. DMs getting leaked? You're going to pretend to give a shit about that? You've done far shit worse yourself, Ralph. But DMs, that's the hill to die on? Just seems kind of silly to me.
I'll just read them verbatim, 'cause whatever. I posted them in my Discord because you sent them to me and they were funny. That's why I posted them.
By the way, let me say this before you read them. I sent the same exact tweets out in public, except for the part where I said Kiwi Farm.
Well, I haven't heard them defend Lolly before. Holy shit. No, if you got that, feel free to send it to me.
Farms is being mocked. That was the only part I left out in the public.
Yes, that's why I posted them.
But let me say this:
the exact same.
I sent the DMs first, and then I put the tweets out. And it's still fucking womanly to share DMs regardless. That's a bitch thing.
So,
Obviously,
what is it? That's like 4 or 5 times they've used the "it's a womanly thing to do." Keep in mind, these are people that feverishly hit F5 on their fucking locale thread constantly to see what people are saying about them on the internet. That's a very, quote, womanly thing to do.
trying to
some heat.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's
I have
not
shared
true.
them on occasion when they're called for. When Sargon tried to say I lied about the setup, I shared those DMs. That's a different story. Or if somebody's giving me permission to share, yeah, I have. You can't show another situation otherwise.
Listen,
I saw your
brother.
Spurgs on Kiwi Farm trying to dig up shit. That's not accurate. So.
And I think
I hope I wouldn't share.
I know Dick says, I hope I wouldn't share DMs. I believe they've gone out and, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I seem to recall a live event where Dick Masterson went out and read Maddox's letters. These aren't even DMs between one person and another. These are love letters, something that are a little bit more intimate than a fucking DM. Reading out these love letters and laughing at Maddox. So it was fine to laugh at Maddox and read his love letters, but it's not okay to leak DMs. You're starting to see what I mean about these selective standards. A lot of these guys, and I don't necessarily have animosity against anyone, but behavior like this, it's constant. Say one thing, do another. One standard for you, and then another for us. You know, when it was, like I mentioned again, when it was the liberalist community that was flagging Jim and Ralph, they said, it's always the same with these people. I'm wondering, I don't even need to see evidence. They always ask for evidence. They always ask for sources. I don't need to, I can just see who I'm talking about and what gets taken down. He said that about the liberalists. You know, we can talk about Mundane Matt too, but I've already brought that up. Here's just another example. You can find that clip. It's out there. I heard it last night. A friend of mine said, hey, get a load of this, and played it at me. And it was Jim saying, I don't need to see the DM. I don't need to see proof or anyone's reporting history. I know. I just know that they did it. But then when it came to somebody that was a friend of his, or somebody, if they were engaging in this, he would look bad. Suddenly, not just Jim, but a lot of people, fans, the few people that aren't, that still engage in chat. No joke. If you go into the Kill Stream restream chat, there are 3 participants at one point tonight in a 250 person live stream on YouTube. They had 3 participants in their stream. 3. Right now, I can look at chat and see more than 3 people in mine, and we've got 137. But that having been said, it's been one thing after another. Remember how pissed Jim got when it was Baked Alaska banning people in chat? Just banning people in chat. He got super fucking heated. He was talking about how you use these people to perpetuate your brand and to get big, and now you're turning on them. And then when it's Ethan Ralph doing the same, almost beat for beat, he's been taking things from the Tonka side story, been taking things from the Baked Alaska story. Like, there's so many parallels in Sargon 2. Like, this weird melting pot of all of the trash fires that we've seen over the past few years, all in one area all at once. It's not even I don't even know how to describe it, just a nuclear fucking blast. Anyway, let's continue here. Some people are saying, I don't know if I believe that. No, I probably could find shit, before I forget, because that will probably happen. I'll get sidetracked. We'll be talking about something else. Let's see if I can find that clip right now. When it was oh my god, Louis Laval and the Capos are flagging everything down. But now when it's, oh no, Gunk Guard are going after things, suddenly it's, oh no, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. I understand giving your friends the benefit of the doubt. I really do. Show my sources, communist. Wait, we're getting shut down all over the place. Things getting shut down.
Hey everybody, I'm Lara Trump. President Trump's birthday is right around the corner.
See, that's the thing. They play ads at me a lot.
I'm not referring to anyone specifically. I'm just pointing out that there's going to be that person. Me trying to run people off the platform in order to rule the roost. I know because I freaking did it. Flat.
Gotta love Jarbo Putt. It was from the kill stream. It needs that's the first clue. I'd have to look for it. It's not popping up near the top. Okay, I don't want things to stray too much.
In public, which is why I posted them, because I thought it was funny that you said it in Twitter, and then you also DM'd them directly to me. That's why it was funny.
I do agree that sharing DMs is a bitch move. Yeah.
Yeah. I
unless you really are pushed to it,
public, which is whatever. I don't know.
Actually, it's not. I just told you there was a difference between the statements. Okay. Why did you share them? What's the point of sharing them other than to throw heat off yourself?
I have no heat on myself. The people who are angry are settled down. If they're angry, I'm not feeling it.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you realize that board you're talking about is like maybe 5 to 10% of traffic. I could delete it right now, and it wouldn't affect me.
Well, go delete it.
It's a different clip I'm looking for.
Well, I'm sure you would want to. That would have some positive implications for you.
Not really. I mean, I made $1,000 last week. I'm doing pretty good.
Why do you always do that? It's so gross. Like, whenever people make
I don't care about your
go,
approval, Josh. I think sharing lolicon on the internet and making a big stand about, spreading child pornography-like materials is pretty gross. So I think you're pretty gross if you want to know the truth about it.
I have a mentally handicapped alcoholic slurring child pornographer at me in a live stream.
Mentally handicapped.
It covers like a lot
of... Let's... Hold on. We need to dissect that for a second. So think of what Noel just accused of Ralph of, and he goes, mentally handicapped? That was the only thing in that list that you found egregious, Ralph?
Pretty gross if you want to know the truth about it.
I have a mentally handicapped alcoholic slurring child pornographer at me in a live stream.
Mentally handicapped.
It covers...
That's just such a good clip. Because he called him a child pornographer. Noel called Ralph a child pornographer. A mentally handicapped, slurring child pornographer. And Ralph pauses for a second and goes, what do you mean mentally handicapped? I'm not fucking crazy, right? Imagine, chat. Being accused of being a child pornographer and being drunk and being mentally handicapped, and your only defense is, I'm not mentally handicapped. But it's not true, chat. It's not true. Matter of fact, and no, it's not true. No, it's not true. Yeah, that reminds me. There's a really good... I just feel like I gotta bust this out. Couldn't find the liberalist clip that I was mentioning. I'll see if I can have a friend send it to me. Here we go.
Damn. Or we could just keep hollering over each other all fucking day. Whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah, wow, yeah. Fuck you, motherfucker. I ain't leaving, bitch. You leave. What the fuck? What the fuck do I have to leave for? Fuck off. Oh wow, with your little 30 people on YouTube? Oh my god, please. Okay? That has been what I like to coin a quote from the Gunt.
There we go. There we go. Nice little recitation, so to speak. Somebody said to type in Jim versus V. I don't think that's the one I'm looking for, but we'll take a peek.
Now, when you're talking about addressing the source of the counterculture rather than the symptoms, what source would you pin all of this on? What's the source of the SJWs?
The source of the SJWs, I say.
I'm like 90% sure this isn't it, so we'll continue on with this.
There's like a lot of, that's a lot of issues.
I mean, your whole entire family disowned you. Mine didn't disown me, so I don't really...
Your family's dead because they drank themselves to death like you did.
Girls,
Yes.
no! You can't even live in the United States because you're on the run from the federal government.
No, I'm not.
I mean, that's pretty
Produce
cool.
the warrant. I live overseas because it's cheap.
Come back then.
You know what? I thought you guys were just joking
I probably
around.
will.
I did not know this was going to. I did not know this was going to go.
I think
like
you knew
this.
exactly.
No,
what
I
was
really didn't.
Sounds like I knew, but I know you knew.
I love you. You know, I'm just busting balls with Kiwi Farms.
No, I knew that he would be really aggressive because he's like, I'll be on the Dick Show tomorrow. Where are you going to be? I'm like, okay, well, I'll show up because that's not a reason.
Oh no, and somebody said in chat, I think
Ralph, stop interrupting.
the part where Josh said, I have a child pornographer calling me this, or he was saying he was being accused of doing that. No. The allegation against Ralph regarding the Instagram stream, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. That's what Josh was referring to. The allegation against Josh isn't that he is a child pornographer. It's that he's basically I'm sure those are old leaks, but it paints the portrait of a man who's a bit of an incel. I don't mean that as an insult, just as a designation.
Yeah, my whole point is Josh is a punk bitch, and I'll say that in public.
God.
He shares DMs like a fucking whore, and yeah, I'll say that in public.
Well,
so, it's whatever.
Having recently gone,
I already told him in DMs. I've cut ties with this. I was about to say a certain word.
Okay, I'll respond in chat real quick. The Jim clip is the kill stream where Matt is exposed for flagging, but you're conflating Jim focusing on Matt and Jim focusing on Corona and not knowing the shit about PPP. I think it goes longer than just PPP though. This shit's been going on for like a year, and people have been sending this shit to him for a while. I don't think there's any way he can say he doesn't know what's going on. And the burden of proof has been pushed to such limits that it seems a bit excessive. Did Wild just tell us to have sex? Only if you're married, chat.
We don't have.
But yeah, maybe he's not up to snuff on all the lore, but that's just scratching the surface of all of the scummy things that have been going on that side of the internet. Yeah. Will I delete this stream when it's done? I'll put it up on the archive channel. I've been a little bit more diligent about doing that. They were saying he doesn't know about PPP. They chatted with him on stream in the Twilight. Am I in the Twilight Zone? Yeah. So I guess you're gonna have to come to your own conclusions, right? But from all of what I've seen a lot of demanding more proof on one side when it's your friends versus on the other side when it was an easy target to kick down, right? To this day, Ralph is still calling Uber Eats. Maybe I'm being a bit. He's not literally to this day calling them, but if you guys will remember a while back, he was tagging them in tweets with video clips of Matt talking, saying that they needed to fire him. Like, going that far, right? And that was public. And that's not even to get into the Rand shit or the Gator shit or the Flamenco shit or the Full Blast Forever shit or any of it. Any of it. The clip is at the end of the Leo Pirate video. I'll bite. But I think that it's not so much different to say that the 2 points are being conflated, because I think they're very much the same thing. And maybe like I said, maybe he isn't completely up to date with everything, but he's got to know about a lot of it. And I just don't buy for a second that, oh, well, I haven't heard about that. Well, I don't know. It does not look like maybe it's right here. This looks like it's about right.
It's the same fucking group of people that constantly comes from. I mean, this is, I
set my headphones down. Now I can't remember where the fuck they are because they're earbuds. Alright.
I think they think they're dealing with toddlers, where they can throw out the.
This is it. Yes, this is it. Thank you, the person who said that was in this clip.
When he was investigating the skeptics.
It's just, isn't it really convenient? I mean, isn't it really interesting and coincidental, Josh, that it's the same fucking group of people that constantly comes from? I mean, this is, I think they think they're dealing with toddlers, where they can throw out the, well, do you have evidence? Do you have a videotape of me personally doing this? Well, nigger, I mean, grow the fuck up.
You could say Jim is very skeptical about the idea of Ralph and Dick flagging videos.
One might say he's a little skeptical. It puts everyone in a bit of a complicated position when they're financially tied to one another. It was easy to make fun of Sargon's suit because he didn't seek to lose anything. But when it's not just a friend of his, but a friend of his that has some cheddar coming his way, I think it's completely different. I'm saying that as shorthand is Jim not knowing what all this Dick versus PvP stuff is. That's true, but he's been PvP's been at war with Ralph for a minute. The only reason I ever came across PvP was somebody sent me, hey, look at Ralph yelling at this guy in this random person. Look at Ralph yell at this random person in a YouTube section with like 200 subscribers. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of funny, and I just kept tuning in, and the rest, as they say, is history. Go again, Dry with $5. Appreciate the stream and wish you and chat well. Sayonara. Right on, man. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. I should have all the kinks worked out by the next stream. But yeah, I will say that there is a fair chance that he has moved on from crazy internet people and is just raising a family. So maybe somebody sends him a bunch of shit and he just kind of says, I'm not interested. I'm too busy trying to build a life. Could be. I guess you have to come to your own conclusion, really. All right, let's get back into this Noel versus Ralph blood sports. It's quite invigorating.
Don't
say it.
What are our ties?
Oh, you mean the ties where you basically built your fucking stream off my stream? When you can't even talk with your same little vocal fry, you sound like it's probably because you were molested as a child. That's what they said on the Onision stream. When you talk like that, it's because you got molested as a child. I think there might be something to that, but I don't know. People smarter than me will have to examine
That's
it.
an interesting
I'm not sure.
theory. I assure you, I am very unmolested.
Well, good. No, please don't.
I remain unmolested.
Please don't
If
share
anything
any...
happens, it's not your fault.
Please don't share any DMs from me.
It's such a weird thing to go to. It's like, yo, you rape children, also you're a child pornographer, also you were raped because you sound weird.
And you're a false flagger. You're a false flagger. You've been flagging every. Oh God,
Everybody's
I'm
flagging.
so sick of that. The false flagging accusations have
It's
got
no more
to fucking
preposterous
stop.
than the charges that are thrown out at me on your site every single fucking day, to be quite honest with you. So,
Like what?
He's
I don't
drunk.
think anyone's called you a child pornographer, Ralph.
not that one, no, but the false flagging. They said I used my crippled brother to get a house yesterday. I saw that. Just fake shit every
I mean,
single
yeah,
day.
they do. There's a couple of A-logs on there who are trying to prove, I don't know why, that my girlfriend is a cam whore based on shit they have invented. Like, they go through and find...
Yeah, somebody just came up with that one day. Said, you know what, I'm going to look all over the internet for a username just that I came up with and invest a ton of time into proving something. We don't even have time to get into that, but anyway.
People and say that it's her. It's really baffling.
There are a lot of conspiracy theories going on.
No, he's somebody. Okay, I'm sorry I have to keep interrupting, but there's just so much. Do you guys want to see what Dick Masterson was doing today, chat? I asked earlier if this woman here was a whale. He seems to think so. If I'm being 100% genuine with you, chat, even if the mask completely falls off and if I just decide, fuck it, I'm going to tell you how I really feel, this woman's pretty banging compared to the two girls he was banging. Pretty hot. Not a whale. Not a whale. Just a man who is desperate to throw some shade at a chick because she wouldn't call into his fucking podcast. Don't believe me? You're thinking, this is Dick Masterson we're talking about. Am I supposed to think that this fucking dude got super pissed off about people on Kiwi Farms? And remember, when last we saw our friend Dick Masterson, he was screen capping Kiwi Farms threads and sharing it onto Twitter to get some ass pats from his audience. If I'm telling you how I see it, that's how it came across. Not like a, hey, look at this exceptional person. Here's an exceptional person. Now watch me act even more exceptional than them. I got some screen caps for you guys. These are delicious, juicy screen grabs. The Dick Riders. They call themselves dickheads, but the Dick Riders. They call this goss, hot goss. So, anyway, Rich D with $5. About time I caught a Wild Smile stream. Geez, what the fuck? Ralph is drunk. And water is wet. We watched it on the bingo stream, but there is, when the kill stream was watching PPP versus Jim basically outright said that he has an that Ralph has an alcohol problem and has an abuse issue, and he thought it was hella funny. Gator didn't think it was funny. He's like, I've tried, dude. What do you want me to do? It was quite honestly a bit sad. It was a little too real. It was a moment of, wow, I've been there before. Where Gator's at. So I don't know, a human moment, I guess one could say. Still no Noodle voice clip. Yeah, I should get that in there. She woke up when I said her name. Yeah, no, every time the reason I talk to my cat, chat, I know you heard me talk to her a few times on this live stream. She talks back to me. At least if I'm not in front of a microphone, if I talk to her, she meows back to me. It's a call and response thing. Anyway, let's take a gander here to some of these screen grabs that I pulled from the A-logs over at Kiwi Farms. At Vanessa W. Cheese, if you're still dating Ben, can you ask him if he's George Kuxunian on Kiwi Farms, the guy who is inventing the Dick's girlfriend is a cam whore meme? I think it's him. He's a jilted superfan, and he's been stuck on repeat there and on Discord. Just curious. You know, I might need to speak to the manager, though. The guy's inventing the Dick's girlfriend is a cam whore meme. That's been around for a minute. The allegations of Hula Girl. That has been around for several months. He did not invent that. He basically accepted your challenge when you said that it didn't exist. A jilted superfan. So he's like, this guy used to be a huge fan of mine, a huge fan, but now he's a huge hater. Just one way to start this off here. She replies, LOL, yeah, I'm dating him still. I've been with him the past week. I don't really follow or care what he does on the internet much when we're not fucking. Maybe you could ask him. So you won't ask him? Is he Ben Garrison did nothing wrong on Twitter? If so, call in this weekend and let's read the messages he's posting there. I'd love to know what you think of them. Now, remember, we were talking about people who lash out the "you're a woman" as an insult. And Dick thinks it's hella funny. It's like comic gold. You're a woman. Imagine saying "you're a woman" really loud. Now that's fucking comedy. But imagine how woman behavior it really is when you have to contact another man's woman to say, hey, can you ask him if he's this guy that's shit posting on the internet? Can you see if he's posting on Kiwi Farms? Oh, what? You can't? Well, then let me publicly shame you on my Twitter, call you a whale because you won't call into my fucking paywalled podcast. Here's another one here. Somebody said, hey, Grandpa, it's called a DM. But I don't leak DMs. Remember, that's a hill he's not going to fucking die on anymore. No more leaking DMs because it's woman behavior. But I don't leak DMs and I want to know the answer publicly. Vanessa Cheese, can you ask your boyfriend Ben if he's posting insane and fabricated? It's not true, chat. It's not true. Insane and fabricated conspiracies about my girlfriend being a cam whore on Kiwi Farms. It seems like him. He's obsessively posting identical shit on Discord. So no longer is this guy just sitting on his lolcow thread, hitting F5, just being pissed off. He's sitting there. He's just fucking cry-fucked his girlfriend. She's sleeping in the cuck shed, right? And he's taking a nap, looking at pictures of another girl he's trying to fuck. And he's thinking to himself, I feel something in my body. Like, something's not right. They're talking shit about me on Discord, too. And he pulls out his other phone, which is already loaded with Discords. He starts feverishly going through every thread he could find, looking for people who are talking about Dick Masterson. I'm beside myself. I'm beside myself, chat. It's not just me. I'm sure I'm playing it up a little bit for a showman, or to be a showman a bit, right? How's it working out? But this is insane fucking behavior. This is insane fuck. Dick, you're about to turn 40. What are you doing with your life? And I know they're saying, "Oh, I'm having a great time. We're laughing." No, I'm laughing, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure my chat's laughing, but it doesn't seem like you are putting out behavior that is consistent with having a good time. You seem like a woman who's drunk on a box of wine, pissed off that she didn't get the $1.50 discount when she went into Target. That's what it sounds like to me. It's not true, chat. No, it's not true. No, it's not true. These are lies. The haters. The A-logs. I mean, how long before we get the Andy Worski I'm having a panic attack levels here? You know what I mean? When are we going to get our stay back moment? When's Miami happening? Oh, jeez. What am I doing with my little life? You know what you're not doing, though, is just fucking screen capping your own lolcow thread and spreading it to Twitter so people who like you will tell you that they're all wrong about you, they're all crazy, and you're actually a really cool guy, very alpha male. You know, and I'm sure he's a decent dude, right? But holy fuck, this Fallout has been fun to watch. I can't pull myself away from it. I'm addicted to this as much as Ralph to a bottle of Maker's Mark and a bottle of Xanax. I can't pull myself away, Chad. I'm practically sitting here shaking the bottle of drama. Monica says this, or Madame Medusa. I don't know why I said Monica. Honestly, I'm really not interested in drama. This seems bigger than me, and I'm kind of intimidated being mentioned when you unfollowed me, and now I'm asked to be the middleman. Nothing against you. I'm sure you remember me explaining my anxiety issues the last time I was on. Right? I'm scared, says the woman. Talk to your fucking man. You're scaring me, Dick. You're scaring me. You're not interested to know if your boyfriend is obsessively posting insane lies about some random teacher on Kiwi Farm. Now she's random. Now she has nothing to do with Dick Masterson. She's just got kicked out of the house again. He's gonna fuck some other chick in the shed. You're not interested to know if your boyfriend is obsessively posting insane lies about some random teacher on Kiwi Farms just because he doesn't like a podcast her boyfriend does? You don't even want to ask? Don't hide behind your anxiety. What a thing to say to somebody who would call into the show, was friendly with you. You unfollow them, tell them their anxiety is bullshit. You need to call into his show so he can have Sean, say yes when he needs to. Like, I'm gonna get something to drink, chat. And I'll be right back. Press fucking 1 if you think this is baby back bitch behavior and this guy should really evaluate himself not as a human being but as a fucking man. Because there is nothing more fucking female than the behavior I've seen out of Dick Masterson in the last 2 weeks. Push 1 to say Dick is an absolute bitch, and press 2 if you think he's an absolute Chad and that we're fucking reading too much into things and we're all a bunch of haters and A-logs. Push fucking 2. Put a fucking 2 in chat. I dare you, chat. I fucking dare you. I see a lot of 1s, Dick. It's not... I tried to bat for you a little bit, buddy. I tried. But I see a lot of 1s. It looks like you're... It says here on the documents that you're a, quote, baby back bitched. Baby back bitch. With baby back bitch behavior. Okay, I'll be right back, chat. No, I'm not even going to mute my mic. It's not true. It's not true. Oh, what a time to be alive, chat. What a time to be alive. So here's where it gets interesting. I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but here's where I think it'll get interesting. And this is what I think is the thing we should put a bet on. Like a Deadpool, but with somebody's internet credibility instead of their actual health. When is Dick going to demand that Noel remove these posts from his forum or remove his thread? Or he's going to file a lawsuit? When are we going to see the internet lawsuit part 2, where he sues Kiwi Farms? And keep in mind, the lawsuit documents have Kiwi Farms threads photocopied and featured in the documents. So it was fine when it was Maddox, right? When it was Maddox being made fun of. But when just a little bit of heat is turned into their direction, suddenly they're haters, they're A-logs, all... I love seeing, this is another common lolcowism, is, no, Kiwi Farms, they're great. I think they're great. It's just the people in my thread. Just the people in my thread are crazy. Everyone else, big respect, but just the people who are talking shit about me are the fucking crazy ones. They're unironically saying this shit. When Josh has no money, which is soon. You see, Dax won't do that. He knows it's career suicide. I would have said that about reacting how he's been acting lately. So right now, the Dick Masterson I have seen, I would not put it past him. The hammer missed the null. Andy had it contained. Right? But he didn't clean it up good enough, right? Josh did not janny up the fucking threads good enough for Dick and Ralph. You know, he contained the Simspiracy thread, but it wasn't fucking good enough for them. That's how grateful these guys are. You get special fucking treatment, and it's still not good enough. You know what's something on a complete random thought, chat? Here in OBS, I can stop recording or pause recording. So say there's going to be a segment I need to crop out, and I know ahead of time it's going to, I don't know, a copyright issue or something. I can pause the recording, and I don't have to put it through an editor. That's pretty sweet. I love your mind too, Jamie. Josh, I love your mind too, Josh. That's fall back, baby, and I'll catch you. You can come back to the Americas. I live in California. I'm sure there's some sort of incentive here. I shouldn't joke about things like that. Somebody might take me up on my offer, you know. All right.
What, Josh? Or what, Noel?
Isn't Ralph's new girlfriend a cam whore? From D Live?
No, actually, my girlfriend's the managing editor of my website now. I know you're not going to talk about women, Josh. If she said you can't even derive sexual pleasure from intercourse or anything else, and you watch so much fucked up porn in your life that you can't even get off to a woman's touch. I mean, those are things you said in public, so I really wouldn't go down the women hill.
I've never said anything about watching fucked up porn, but okay.
That isn't. Yeah, he's right. That's not featured in there.
I'm not going to talk about my personal life because I'm not a moron.
But you wanted to bring mine up, yeah? Okay.
Because
all this is because you got excoriated by Fraudwinson and Ashley, and you're sad about it, and you're sad that you've been getting made fun of.
Now that's harsh. Fraudwinson and Ashley. You know what's funny is when you pretend to, I don't know, might hypothetically be on an alt account spamming, you're so stupid, Ashley, and you're trying to be a sarcastic bully, right? And they're acting like my satirical version of an asshole. It's kind of eye-opening, really.
By your own board, you try to turn it back on me, and that's fine. I mean, that's the kind of
sex with Miss Elizabeth.
It's not gonna work.
Guys, was there anything we can do to bring to some togetherness? I understand.
No, you've done enough.
Oh, I thought I didn't know that there was so much animosity.
There wasn't until like 2 days ago because I said I was going to turn Ralph into corn by sacrificing him to the god.
there is. No, you have to admit.
By the way, I have the clip. That's not what he said. I have the clip. Okay. He's trying to minimize what he said.
He did not
say
that he would turn you into corn.
The only thing we do with corn around here is turn it into whiskey. I mean, what did I say, Ralph? I literally said that we would sacrifice you to the gods to turn you into corn.
That seems reasonable.
You know something, chat? I actually came prepared tonight, and I have that audio clip. You guys want to hear what Noel said? We can hear what Ralph remembers about it. It's more or less the same thing. Oh, yes, I almost forgot about this, too. I gotta bring this up. The Dick Show, Reddit. Oh, they're pissed. Because it's Reddit.
And now they're all joining the forum and arguing. Actually, before I read my Vice News thing, I want to point out that even Dick is like reading his forum thread and live tweeting his anger at it. It's like, stop it. Why are you all of a sudden this week, like 4 different people started paying attention to the forum who are who are usually above the forum and didn't pay much attention to it or just did their own thing and let people talk about them, who are now like actively joining the site and doing back and forth. Like, what the fuck? I think the quarantine is driving everyone insane. I said this before, but really, everyone is losing their shit. They're all fucking like rocking back and forth at home. Like, oh, what do I do to occupy my time? I guess I'll argue on the Kiwi farms now. It's very strange. Very strange times. And he's arguing because this person named Hula Girl 86 supposedly is not actually his girlfriend, but she has all these posts about taking Zoloft and shit, you know, like classic housewife stuff. He says it's not her. I don't know, but it's almost like I get the vibe from these tweets that he's saying I should delete it or moderate this. It's like, well, it's up to people to believe, if to decide on their own if they think that's actually her. It's not my job to make that determination. I'll step in and moderate it if it's obviously like fake information being propagated using the website as a tool. But if it's just speculative discussion, like, oh, no, probably not gonna do anything about that.
That wasn't the clip I was looking for, but it was still related to the topic at hand. Yeah, they want it removed. Well, Dick said it's not true, Josh. It's not true, and that there needs to be no speculation, right? Because it doesn't matter whether or not it's true. It's not true. You understand me? I think you guys are picking up what I'm putting down in chat. It's not true. I Ralphed it. Did you guys... Yeah, in this... You know what's funny is I wish I could say I prepared for that and I meant to do that, but I didn't. In this very same stream, Ralph goes to do the same thing but plays a This Week in Nectar clip instead. Oh, guess what, guys? Remember that screen cap I was looking for earlier? Well, I found it. What the fuck? My Catboy boyfriend keeps cheating on me with girls. Well, no e-boys either, Fuentes. No e-boys. Anyway, he basically said, look, Ralph's bringing up a little bit too much heat on our side of the internet. We gotta sacrifice him to the gods, man. Yeah, Kirchan, that is the thing. I'm so insignificant and not even noteworthy. For the same reason Gator doesn't have a thread. You know, what can I say? Soundboard is off? Yeah, I turned it off for the duration of us playing this clip. I'll finish this out and then we'll turn it back on.
There's the clip. Go.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that wasn't
Here,
serious.
I'll play it if you post the clip in the chat.
I sent it. Oh, I sent it in DMs. I'll put it in
I
the
can
chat.
play it. Okay, here you go.
Yeah. It's just the audio.
Ralph says 1,000 viewers all week and 2K, almost 1,500 viewer streams. But there's a ton of momentum against me? Question mark.
I don't know if he sent the right clip.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's furious typing.
There's a lot of typing.
Oh, sorry, I'm playing Space Station 13.
It appears as though we were disconnected for a second. Can you guys hear me? Are we good? Are we live? It's not true, Chad. We're still live, I'm telling you. We're back, okay. We're still good, okay.
I think he dropped out. He might have muted himself.
He might have muted himself.
Oh, I'm still here. Yeah,
There
I
you
had
go.
myself muted.
I don't
I
think
sent
he's-
the wrong clip. I
Yeah.
put it in the chat.
Okay, here. I'll try it again.
This is such a good anniversary episode.
Arms anniversary. I don't know why it's
PPP. I'm at a place, and I'm not being ironic, where I think it may be time to sacrifice Ralph to the corn. We have to sacrifice Ralph, Ethan Ralph, to the gods, so that the corn will be a bountiful harvest this year. Because I think he has so much dad blood with all these people who fucking hate him that it may be the only solution. We have to sacrifice Ethan Ralph for the harvest.
Josh.
I think it's. I couldn't
coming.
hear it. What did I say? I don't know.
Now we have to sacrifice him for the
mocked my
harvest.
predictions. I did Yeah. go all in predicting that Jim would bail at a new project too, which is Dick Masterson's Patreon alternative, and I was completely wrong, I guess. So he's gonna
What do you-
hold me
yeah.
to that. He's gonna say that
You were
Josh's
wrong
predictions
about
are
New
bad.
Project 2 in Medicare, yeah.
He's been wrong about everything.
All right. That's
Flat
enough of
out.
that.
It's a long clip.
Well, gosh, guys, I thought you were just kind of kidding around. I can see that's not the case though.
Well, I don't have anything against him. And what usually happens is that Ralph gets mad at me for something, and then I just kind of ignore it, and then he comes around like after a little while.
Yeah. Ralph, do you think there's a chance of that happening?
I don't see it happening, Dick. I
No.
really don't. We'll see. You know, maybe if he apologizes for being treacherous and sharing DMs.
Yeah, you gotta apologize. You gotta kiss the gunt, Janny. If you want to be redeemed in the eyes of the simp father, you need to kiss the gunt.
But,
What are we gonna have to do to get you two in a relationship?
Josh, would you apologize for being treacherous, for any treachery that you've done?
Well, I do feel bad for sharing DMs. It's not something I usually do. I
Alright.
woke up out of my Space Station 13 Super, and I saw my DMs, and I'm like, that is silly. So I posted them because it was funny.
Yeah.
And I guess that was in a grave.
You know, I will say that if you send people DMs, you should kind of expect that they would be made public. You shouldn't be sending people things that you can't trust them sending. Now, he obviously feels that Josh had betrayed his trust, and that's why he's angry. At the same time, you shouldn't be sending things to people you don't feel will not share them. Like, why? Noel, really, the guy from Kiwi Farms, that was the person who you said, I can send this information to, but if he leaks it, I'm going to be mad? That seems pretty stupid, to be straightforward with you. Ralph is e-dating again. Yes, he, I don't have the screen grab, but his new girlfriend said she drove 5 states over. She drove across 5 states to kiss the gunt, literally. To bang Ethan Ralph in pursuit of internet clout, I would assume. 5 states. Woo lad. Well, I don't know if they banged, but I will say that Ralph has been saying he's, quote, drowning in pussy, which I didn't think she was that big. She looked rather average size, but apparently it's drowning him. So, we just need a fucking webcam in that house, man, so we can get 24/7. It's not true posting all night. Yeah, no, her emergence into this sphere is going to produce unprecedented amounts of entertainment. Mark my words, chat. Mark my fucking words. Slam Pig General, is that a thread now? I haven't been to like any of the chans in a minute. I would drive 100 miles. I don't know. Ralph doesn't need to know. Oh God, can you imagine? Can you imagine? We saw what happened, right, when the pine cone was involved. What do you think it's gonna be like with this new girl? What do you guys think? How's it gonna go? Well, she also said she drove across the 5 states to get laid for sex. That's why she went there. So, Ralph is lying. I mean, unless he's operating the account, and she has an established identity that precedes Internet Blood Sports. People know who she is. So I don't think he is lying. And he's gonna fuck her. Nah, dude, it's gonna be Dick. Dick's gonna be the one. Zoom exposed this. No, I unless this woman's operating an account using the likeness of a former ex-girlfriend of a former Encyclopedia Dramatica admin, I don't see how it's fake. The other girl, the TikTok chick, I don't think they could be. Who knows? But I do know what you're talking about, Army of 12 Monkeys. I did see some of that. Simple Lies is the name of the video. Maybe I'll tune into it. We'll see how it goes. But I'm pretty sure it's all but confirmed because I know people who've talked to that person. Anyway. That's pretty much the end of that clip. But it's just a shit show all around. It's a short vid. We'll see. I'm ready to wrap up, so depending on how long it is, maybe. Three minutes, okay.
And who's that? Oh, it's Mr. MVP, Simp!
No, it's not the abortion chick, you morons. That's why it came up, because Josh tried to accuse me of dating not the abortion chick, Peyton, which is not true. I'm dating someone else, the other chick that I've been promoting. So no, that's the reason I brought it up. No, it's not aid. It's not pay, it's aid. Jesus Christ.
Are we really gonna pretend like this guy isn't lying to us again and again and again, just like how he wasn't divorced, just like how he's not a pussy and he's not afraid to fight PPP? It seems like all this guy can do is lie and cope, and all his yes men can do is lie and cope. And because of that, now I have to show that he's full of shit. So enjoy.
You did not get... I was about to say my hose. That's not nice to say. Dump Trick Assy says, girlfriend? Oh, great. Ralph will stop simping for pay. It's not simping. That's what I'm saying. I've had a girlfriend this whole time. I just didn't announce it because I didn't want people to focus on her. But I guess since it's already been announced on Dick's show, I'll just go ahead and say it. But yes, not AIDS. Aid. Adrian. Not AIDS. Aid. Adrian. Aid is short for Adrian. Anyway, whatever. Not AIDS, although I'll probably catch it hanging around you motherfuckers too long. Mark, how's it going, sir? Oh, wait, hold on. They can't... Let me turn up the mixer real quick. They can't hear you. Hold on. Okay, good. Yes, AIDS. That's who I'm dating. I said aid, Mark, not AIDS.
Okay. The date on these things.
Aid. Adrian.
She moved to Michigan in December 31st, 2019. She had been living with a boyfriend of hers at the time. And from what I understand, the boyfriend had dumped her, and she forced him to move out, and then she went and moved in with Ethan Ralph. So I do believe now they are dating, and somebody who has reached out to not just Aid, and maybe that is a catfish profile, but somebody had also reached out to her ex that had broken up with her prior to her getting together with Ethan Ralph. And unless somebody's faking both accounts, which is possible, it does seem to be true that he's banging this girl. I don't care about this is Lofi. A couple people were asking for it in chat, so I felt like I should give you my 2 cents. But I'm about 90% sure that this is it's true. But since then, her relationship with the guy she was moving in with in Michigan has fallen apart, and then she rebounded with Ethan Ralph. So I don't know if we see any developments. We'll check them out. But there you go, chat. Read chat here for just a minute. You guys sound like a bunch of high school girls. No, a part of this I don't really care about. I was more interested in the part where he calls Josh a pedo on the anniversary Dick show. Anniversary episode of the Dick show. And more than that, I find the Dick yelling at some woman on Twitter because he thinks that it's his a guy on Kiwi Farm's girlfriend. But here's it's starting to heat up, chat, because we've got on the Dick Show subreddit, Noel has turned against Dick. Oh. No more friendship. No more friendship with Null. Alright, chatbot's back on. Have your fun for a few minutes. Null is turned against Dick. Ladies and gentlemen, turned. Turned.
It's not true.
It's happening, folks. It's fucking happening.
How dare you!
We're all schizophrenic. What would you expect? That's fair.
Cocksucker!
I cut the grunt. Oh no, I hid it in another audio clip and you guys gotta find it. It's a little game we're playing.
God damn, eat a fucking call you a new grab a nut.
It's the first, that was a go-to. Everyone immediately wanted to spam it. Oh. It's not true, chat. It's not true.
God damn, eat a fucking
Move.
call you
That's not a
new
bad
grab a nut.
attempt. List the soundboard, please. I'll find a place to put it back on stream. I didn't have an area where I thought it would fit. I'm seeing some creative commands in chat. This is a fun game.
Disgusting.
Let's see. Potato, not bad. Not bad.
Stay back! Stay back!
All right, Chad. I think I'm about ready to go for the night. I'm ready to tune in. So as always, it was a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in for the show tonight. And I think it's this one. Yes. See that? I even have the credits set to a hotkey now. How cool is that? Thank you everybody for tuning into the show. I'll fine-tune things in the next few days to make it a little more tight. I think I know what I can do to get the stream audio on a separate audio channel. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I had fun tonight. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all later.